The Nerlin Nerds podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Nerlin Nerds with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the pop culture topics that interest us and those minor details that irritate us.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about that a few weeks ago with all these. Jane Goodall. Told you. Here he comes. Yeah, the chimpanzee queen, but not just that. Like, she was...
I was going to say, I mean, that was like must reading in your school library.
Yeah.
They had
you had to
8
watch...
Jane Goodall books.
Right.
Yeah.
And you had to watch everything that came out on PBS or National Geographic while you were in school. You know, and then after you figured out who she was, the older you got technology, then you were like, man, what is this? Holy shit, this bitch does way more than you know about. Way more.
I remember being so surprised that she was British.
Yeah, in facts.
That's
how arrogant we are as Americans. We're like, oh, she's American.
Well, I think the Gorillas and the Mist Lady was an American, but like when the first time I heard Jane Goodall speak, it was like you're British.
Not like more British than John Oliver.
Right.
Yeah, like not so much where you can't understand her.
Right.
There's a line.
Yeah, she speaks the Queen's English.
Yes, that's exactly. So, fuck, that sucks. I didn't even write down how old she was because it doesn't matter. I mean, she lived a fucking solid hippie life. But like she,
the ultimate,
Bahamian.
Yeah,
right?
the ultimate Bahamian. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great. Yeah. No, but she. Yeah, I mean, it's very few people in sciences alter how we view the natural world, and she was one of them.
Steve Irwin was another one. God rest his soul.
But I mean, you're talking about. I mean, like they're up there in or she's up there in like Darwin and that.
Right.
You know, first we thought just like chimpanzees just like shit in their hand and threw it at people.
No,
and then it's like, oh no, there's like a whole complex society.
Exactly. And they are way closer to us than we realize. And now, you know, we've got chimpanzees and monkeys and orangutans that like know sign language and shit and can communicate.
One lived with Michael Jackson. That poor fucking chip.
Remember they had one oh god, that poor chump.
He's my best friend.
And then on Friends too.
Right.
Like they tortured that thing.
Well, that was like a capuchin monkey, but
it's still same this all. But yeah, because you know
one had his own TV show, BJ and the Bear.
God damn it, he did.
I was gonna say he got to star alongside Clint Eastwood, but that was an orangutan.
That was an orangutan. Yeah. That was right turn, Clyde.
Right.
Yep.
And then the great
you got out of it.
The great Roy Hobbs passed away.
Yeah, again, he was old.
Oh yeah, 89.
Yeah, again, lived a fantastic. We should bring up his whole IMDb, but Redford, Robert.
I mean,
Redford.
I know the important stuff.
Was he in? I always get him confused. I don't care. I'm not gonna fucking look it up. It doesn't matter. He's Robert Redford. He can do whatever he wants.
Well, so I mean, like the big thing is, I mean, there's when they were doing his, filmography during his remembrances. It was, I mean, of course, there's like The Way They Were with Barbara Streisand.
Yep, of course.
But I mean, there's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
That's the first one I thought of.
Right, The Sting, like his movies with Paul Newman.
That's why I keep getting confused because him and Paul Newman were like the actors back. Okay, that's who I was thinking of. I got him confused with for some movies.
And that's not necessarily from our childhood, but that's one of the things that is really sad to me about because Redford's was in that league with like Paul Newman.
Yeah.
Clint. I mean, when Clint Eastwood passes, it's going to be another one of like these were like the last of like the old Hollywood
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, like. I mean, like fucking, like every woman wanted them, every guy wanted to be them.
Another one. It wasn't Warren Beatty.
Steve McQueen.
Yeah, before them. Yep.
Yeah, like that. But I mean, like, or if Steve McQueen had lived,
Oh yeah, that makes
if
sense.
he
You're
didn't
right.
get
If he would have lived,
mesothelioma.
and
So
I can't. The Godfather.
Al Pacino?
No, the original Godfather, asshole.
Oh, Marlon Brando.
yes, another one.
Yeah, but so
They were like the Leonardo DiCaprio and Ben Affleck.
yeah, but
big
better.
Yeah.
Too, because you had so like what we would know. So the two that I mentioned, of course. Then there's All the President's Men, which is, in my opinion, one of the greatest movies of all time.
I haven't seen it, and I've only seen it once.
Oh, every time it pops up on HBO, I have to watch it. Of course, there's The Natural.
Well, yeah.
And then one of my favorite movies of all time, Sneakers, which has one of the best casts ever. It's when they're they break into businesses to show them their security problems, and then it turns into this whole like espionage thriller. But it had Robert Redford.
Oh, I know that movie.
Sidney Poitier, David Strathairn. It was River Phoenix's last movie. Dan Aykroyd, and the villain was Ben Kingsley.
Really?
And who's the dude? The brother-in-law from Field of Dreams, who was in 30-something, the ginger guy. I'm blanking on his name. I should. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can picture his face.
God, I could see.
And
the guy who directed Field of Dreams directed that movie, and like the trivia on the backstory on that movie is like they were like it's the greatest time we ever had making a movie, and it comes out. Yeah. Mary McDonald, the Kevin Costner's lady from Dances with Wolves. And like you watch that movie, and like everybody who pops up, and then you're like, I know that guy from something. Like it's a bunch of character actors.
Is that how One Battle After Another was?
We'll
get to that.
Because even there's a bunch of people in it where you're like, I know them from somewhere, and then there's a couple of people in it where, like afterwards you're like, oh, that's who that was, because they're not wearing a fuck ton of makeup or something. But then,
when did that come out?
What, Sneakers? Like 1991, 1992.
Okay, I was thinking
but it's all
80s,
about it's all about it hacking systems to collect people's information.
Oh, there was a lot of movies around that time.
Yeah.
Like Angelina Jolie was in a movie.
But that was hackers, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was about, like punk rockers.
But it
hacking.
was still the same thing, and then The Matrix ruined that for everyone.
Well, no, but I'm saying like Sneakers was all about like the government trying to spy on their own people.
In 91-ish.
Right. It was way ahead of its time because it was made as like this sort of, it's not slapstick, but there are comedic elements to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. Like I always thought of it as like not a comedy, but an accident Vince comedy
or a dramedy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Dramedy.
but it's, like the message. Like at the time, you're like, that's ridiculous, and then now it's like, holy shit, fucking Robert Redford knew back then.
Yeah, they did.
And then he, decides, oh, okay, I'm going to direct Ordinary People.
Yep.
Fucking amazing movie.
Yep.
Quiz Show is still.
You always forget that he directed.
Yeah.
I mean, not as many as Clint Eastwood, because Clint Eastwood puts out like one big movie every 2 years.
Yeah.
It seems like.
But Redford took his time with it. I mean, a lot of his directorial stuff is not super duper A-list material, but
he was in the Marvel Universe, for fuck's sake.
That's true. But like again, Ordinary People, which he won an Oscar for, Quiz Show is a fantastic movie.
He only won the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I still love it. Was one of my favorite movies growing up. Still is, like if it pops up on TV, A River Runs Through It.
Yep.
And he's the narrator on it, and
Yep.
it's fucking perfect.
Is that Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was the chick in that one? I want to say Madeline Stowe, but I know that's wrong.
Oh, fuck you for bringing that. The main one. Well, his mother was
Minnie Driver.
No, it's like the girlfriend, like all the girlfriends in that. But the mother is a famous British actress.
Of course she is.
And I was gonna say Tom Shepard, but it's not. And now I'm blanking on the dad's name, Tom Skerritt.
Oh, yeah.
But And of course, it's all
Tom
about
Skerritt was in so much shit.
all
then.
about growing up in Montana. Like, I'm not a big fisherman, but the way he shot that movie,
Montana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to do wide shots and beauty
Yeah.
and still shots like a picture.
Joseph
Rob-
Gordon-Levitt was one of the younger versions of the main characters, too, in that movie. That's how long ago. Like, he was a kid.
right before
Third Rock,
Third
and
Rock
all
or
that,
whatever
yeah,
that
yeah.
was.
So
And then he became a serious actor.
And then-
now all he does is write.
and then of course there's the Natural, which is one of the greatest baseball movies of all time.
Yeah, he's sitting here fiddling with a
Yeah.
baseball.
Which, like, if somebody was like, "Hey, you want this New York Knights jacket?" Yes.
Yes. Right here. Right here.
So
Roy Hobbs.
yeah, gone but not forgotten.
No, we got 3 minutes for something.
Well, I mean, Bear. Let's do Bear.
Okay, him cooking for his. Well, first of all, I hate Sydney. So just so we're there, we haven't forgot.
Again, though, it speaks to that actress, and I'm not going to murder her name either, but that she does an anxiety-ridden person who just screws over everybody around her.
Yeah,
And,
just indecisive as fuck, a little
so,
selfish.
Beautiful acting, but yeah, like
I mean, the Fever Dream episode that we had to remind ourselves
Yeah.
of. Great acting, absolutely.
yeah.
You know, but then it all ends with her telling that guy that she's been leading on forever, who's opening a business expecting you to write the menu.
Well, and I think that's the way that we've gotten with like TV is that we expect, like, I mean, even Lost, like, okay, when's the redemption arc coming?
Right.
And I think I like that with the Bear writers, that they're just like, no, like, we're just gonna show
Well,
you who this
but-
person is.
At the end of the next episode, yes, they talk about they were leaving the restaurant to her and Sugar, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, is this the last season? Have they confirmed another one?
Yeah. No. Yeah. There's another season coming out next year.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that the last?
I don't know.
Because they're building up to this like it's like Carmy's, undecided now, and he wants to, kind of do his own thing. He's cooking for his mom.
Yeah.
Like he's not he gave up duties of the menu. Like
Yeah.
he's letting go. There. He's
Correct, yeah.
letting go.
Well, I think
So is he just gonna walk away and
I
then
think-
the show ends?
Probably, I would assume no, but he's going through a very important step that addicts go through, which is learn, like, you're only in control of what you can control.
Right.
Like, there's no, like, that's what creates the problems, is when you're trying to control something outside of your control. And being able to recognize that,
Oh,
and
I
that's
know.
what he's, yeah, I mean,
Oh, I know.
whether you've done it personally or, been involved or, come to that realization on
Just
your own.
been in that galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Planets colliding.
that's 90% of teaching, is understanding you have, like, no control.
I need to figure that out at work,
Right, yeah.
but I want to control idiots.
You can.
I know. My therapist tells me that. I know.
Right. So the best you can do is mitigate
Right.
what they do. Yeah.
And that is getting up and walking around is my
And that-
thing.
well-
So Carmy's learning to learning to do.
And that's why, and that's why restaurants are a perfect thing with it, because restaurants, we all like to think that we're not governed by systems, but, like, a restaurant is completely built on systems.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's-
Like,
I mean-
everything has to be running. It's got to be like the Germans, a machine.
Well,
literally.
The modern French style kitchen is built on a French brigade.
Yeah.
So it's,
I mean, in that episode, and I never remember her name.
Tina.
Tina.
Yeah.
What's her last name?
I don't know.
I think it's Cortez.
Probably.
And her timing herself.
Right.
That right there tells you everything you need to know.
Well, and that's what Will Poulter's character says. He's like, and
Almost militant.
I love that. Yeah, but then again, it's like, that was my own experience in restaurants. The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Nerla Nerds podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.